Not y'all collectively summoned me. Not y'all collectively summoned me. Even the sage is like, what are you doing? Where you been at? What you got going on? Oracles, welcome back to another session. It's like, okay, we can call this a reading, but it's really just a conversation. So yeah, welcome back to another Oracle conversation. Maktub oracles, it is already written. Where have I been? I've been living in my faced reality. And I was kind of like, oh, they don't really need me. Like, it's all these other readers out here. And that is the message for you, Oracle. It is not saturated, Oracle. It is not saturated. You are needed. You are wanted, and you need to show up. So you haven't been showing up, Oracle, because you feel like you're not needed, but you are. So Spirit is saying to expect the miracles in your specific industry, in your niche environment. Like how I feel like it's not about, yeah, you have a business, you're starting a business, or you either have a brand business that you're cultivating and you want to lean more into it. But the more you lean into it, the more you see others who are doing what you're doing. And Spirit is saying it's for you to do. You have a collective and a community that you need to speak to. So this past weekend, I facilitated a retreat, and part of the retreat was the embodiment movement piece where I facilitated some restorative yoga. While I'm currently going through my yoga teacher training, I was like, okay, well, there's already a lot of other instructors out here. But the feedback was, we need you. We need your voice. You're needed. So I'm telling you, that's the message. You're needed. See what I mean? Raise your vibration. That is what I'm hearing. Spirit is saying, expect the miracles to come your way. Expect everything to work out for you. And this is a result of you raising your vibration. I just did a video for my faith community, and the affirmation that I shared with them is, I am in constant and consistent alignment and coherence with my highest self in my highest timeline. Honesty and communication means getting real about what it is that you want. Don't just settle for just a little bit. Get real about it, that you want a lot of it. You want more money, more money, more money, more money. You want more abundance. You want more visibility. You want more virality. You want more freedom, freedom of time, freedom of energy. So getting real and being honest and sharing with Source Spirit about what it is that you want, how to raise your vibration. I gave you that affirmation. I gave you that affirmation, divine ones. I gave you that. I am my highest self in my highest timeline. Always in all ways, easily, effortlessly, and comfortably. I am in consistent and constant coherence with my highest self in my highest timeline. Accept yourself. This looks like how you show up in the world is not going to look like the people you're looking at on social media. They are personalities that are creating their own personal realities. And because they're bringing you people who aren't certain of themselves to their platforms for their visibility. So you like their content out of not being a hater. You like their comment. You engage because you are like, they're where I want to be. But Spirit is saying you need to be where you need to be, which is with yourself. Somebody, if you're listening to this, go reread the 4 agreements and start with the first chapter. Don't skip ahead. Start with the first chapter. It's going to speak to you in such a magical way where you're going to be like, oh shit, especially about the part about attention and focus, Oracle. Surrender is part of raising your vibration. Surrender to your highest self and your highest timeline. You got to break up with your old identity, Oracle. It's time to break up with your old identity. That's why I got my robe on. My mom was like, oh, I haven't seen that robe in a long time. Yes, it's time for me to wear it. It's time for you to break up with your old identity. It's time for you to break up with your old habits. It's time for you to break up with what no longer serves you. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. Becoming a new person is scary. Tapping into a new timeline is scary because all you've known is this timeline. All you've known is how to survive in this timeline. But now you're shifting from surviving to thriving, where it looks like you can do anything and everything that you want and shit's going to work out in your favor for your favor. And that is part of the work that you're going to be doing. So it's not like you're not going to be doing anything. You're going to be doing these divinely inspired actions. So there's going to, as you're listening to this video, something's coming to you right now, Oracle, where you're like, I'm going to do this. And it might just be one step, but it might be a slew of steps. I actually hear you seeing the whole path laid out, and you're like, damn. Okay, if all I did is this and then I did that, it's like you got this math equation going that you already know how it's going to work out. And that's the path. Didn't I say it was going to come to you right now? That means you need to listen deeply, Oracle. You need to listen deeply, Oracle. You need to listen deeply to your soul, to yourself, not to the social media, not to the shit that people are putting out. People are putting out content for themselves. There was a video that I watched earlier today, and I was about to like it, not because, but I didn't like it, not because I didn't like the video, not because I didn't, but I saw the script. I felt the script. I felt the performance, and I was like, damn, this is good. Authenticity is in. And I need you all to understand, while the dead internet theory is also real, I want to connect to those I'm meant to connect to. I want to connect to those. I'm here to serve the oracles that know and need the reminder. I'm here to serve those who understand and need the reminders. Y'all, I miss y'all. Let's be real. Because as much as I tell y'all, as much as I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you. This is important. Today, I myself, you might have had a inner child healing experiences. There may be memories coming back to you, thinking about who you once were and how you used to show up as. I know that you are remembering who you once were, and you're like, damn, I used to when I was a kid. And when you were a kid is what's facilitating what you're experiencing now, Oracle, because all of your timelines are in constant communication. All of your timelines are in constant communication. I've literally been listening to, my kids gifted me this cassette recorder after my TED Talk, and I found my cassette tape not too long ago, like one of my cassette tapes, and I was like, dang, like this is me, my voice. I was recording then, faceless. Here I am recording now, faceless. I was speaking then, I was singing then, I was being creative then. Now. Inner child healing, it's like allowing your inner child to play. Allow them to contribute to your business ideas. Allow them to help you to create the things that you need to create for your business. No, okay, I hear that song. No, I won't go back. I can't go back to the way it used to be. No, you can't bring those people with you. No. And I hear it's no to a specific type of justification. It's an answer that you already know that it's no to, but you're like, okay, what if? You know how we try to negotiate with spirit? You know how you try to negotiate with your dreams? That ain't it. Spirit said, not here, not now. Stop playing. You like to be funny, because I know you are me and I am you. No. And ironically, you got the yes. So you're like, okay, well, what about this? Yes to your new reality. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Yes to your new reality. No to your old reality. Because when you say yes to your new reality, you're going to see things opening up for you in the most beautiful, magical way. When you say yes to your new reality, you're going to see things unfolding. When you say yes to the getting up, to changing your wake up time and changing your bedtime. When you say yes to the no longer hanging out with certain groups of people. When you say yes to putting out that first post. When you say yes to going to that event. When you say yes to hosting that experience. When you say yes to that trip. When you say yes to that move. When you say yes to your new reality, it's going to be easy to say no, divine beings. I hear you saying you want to be stuck. And also, you be trying to make shit harder. Like, you be like, okay, I'm chilling right now. How can I disturb my peace? It's too quiet. What movie is that from? It's like, it's quiet. It's too quiet. Damn, what movie is that from? It's like a little kid's movie. Like, it's too quiet. No, learn to enjoy the stillness. Learn to fill the space with your aura. Learn. Learn to be powerful and influential, for you are your highest self and your highest timeline oracles. I love y'all. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. I hear you have a friendship blooming and it's deepening. This might be a romantic friendship, but I definitely hear it's like a soul friendship, like somebody who just gets you. You get to allow yourself to experience it, but I also hear you're not going into this friendship the same way you used to go in. I hear that you first was like all caution and shit. You like, all right, I'm watching you. But Spirit is saying, they're saying let your guard down, but not let your guard down in the way that you think letting your guard down. It means to enjoy the journey, detaching from the outcome. So what that looks like is enjoying this person's presence and also accepting that when it's their time to exit your life, and it may be 6 years from now, 100 years from now, it may be tomorrow, that you can genuinely say, I enjoyed this experience. Because you're looking over your shoulder like, all right, they finna fuck up. Let me see how they gonna fuck up now. Angels, what you gotta say to the collective? What you gotta say to them? What you gotta say to them? Oh, didn't I say romantic before this? And I said, who y'all kicking it with? Who y'all kicking it with? Oracles. Who y'all kicking it with right now? Okay. But it must be, it's divine, I hear. Oh, I'm smiling. I'm like goofy smiling, y'all. It's like a genuine love. But also I hear it's like you're falling in love with yourself in the most magical and divine way. It's like you are becoming one with your divine feminine. It's like the separation of your divine feminine and divine masculine, which is also drawing in that loving connection. So if you're watching this and you're in a relationship, so okay, I'm going to speak 3 different ways here. If you're seeing this and you're already in a relationship, begin to see your partner in their divine state as you begin to see yourself in your divine state. Treat them as if they are in their divine state. If you are courting or there's someone you may be interested in, again, see them in their divine state and begin moving in your divine state. Now, if something happens, you're like, oh, well, Oracle said this, and this. Understand that once you ascend and carry yourself as your divine self, whether it's divine masculine, divine feminine, divine person, you're going to align with your complement. And if the person that's in your life is not your complement, then of course they can't exist. Now to my single oracles. Becoming one and comfortable in your divine feminine and your divine masculine is going to bring your compliment to you. I hear date, have fun, vibes, but you don't, and if you're like, I don't want to date, go out by yourself, be seen, but don't go out to be seen. Go out to see yourself on the scene. See yourself on the scene. Okay, divine ones, I ain't know, but I said I hear a romantic friendship coming and blooming. So y'all come let me know. Let me know what y'all got going on. I enjoy being back for this quick reading for you oracles. Until next time, Maktub.